What is up, guys? Welcome back to It's Time We Talk podcast, and I'm your host Aries, and we're here back with another video, y'all. And yes, I missed last week. Do not get mad at me. I actually filmed this video before. I was gonna put it out, but I was talking too fast. It was just so much wrong with the video, and I didn't put enough detail how I was supposed to put it. So, and this is for me to be transparent. This is for me to talk about my situations. So I'm here now. Hello, I'm back, and we actually changed the date to upload from Thursdays to Sundays. So I want to be present in everything that I do. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do anything. So I'm going to be posting on Sundays now. But that's not the point. You know, we're here for a story time today. We're here to get into the situation that I was with, the relationship I was with. People still think I'm in that relationship to this day. It's kind of like, oh, hey, do you see my story? But no, I am not in the relationship I was in 2024. Yeah, sad to say, but I'm not. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about basically long distance that short timing. Like, it was long distance. Like, he was in South Carolina, I was in Indiana and Texas, and it was very short, 6-7 months. It's short, but the love was very much too deep to call it short. I feel like I was in it for a long time. So yeah, but we're here just to talk about it, and I want to take you guys down memory lane, just see what I've been through in the relationship, the good, the bad, how it turned out, and it was a lot. It took a toll on me, literally depressed after, yeah, because I feel like I gave a person my all when I shouldn't. That's my fault. I shouldn't give a person my all, but I did. So yeah, let's talk about it. Where can I start? Just basically how we met. I can talk about how we met, where it all started. Back in 2023, when I was in Texas, I lived there for 8 months. I didn't know anybody. I just knew my cousin there, and I was like, I need some fun. Like, I want me a man, or I want me a, one too. And so I did get on a dating site, be okay, but I guess blackpeoplemeet.com. That is not that. Oh my gosh, what the freak? Be okay, I got on that. And I was, swiping left, swiping right, whatever I wanted to do with the right people. So I seen this one guy, and I was like, oh, he's cute. And so I had ended up adding him on Snapchat, and I was going, mess around with him, but we were just friends. After that, we were just friends. We just, it wasn't nothing more. I was like, that's not really my type, the way he was acting and stuff like that. So we were just friends. And so one day he had posted my ex, which wasn't my ex at the time. He had posted him and was like, they do shout out for shout out. Mind you, I am not introduced to no world on this side of the gay Snapchat, okay? I'm used to my local 1212. So yeah, this is where I get introduced to a whole new world, okay? So he had posted my ex, and I was like, I was just tapping through. Because I don't really add people, so I'm just tapping through. Okay, whatever. He's cute, but let's keep tapping. Then I was like, no. A few hours, I was just thinking, like, oh my God, no, I gotta, like, wait, he was really fine. So I went back to the guy's Snapchat story and added him. So he added me right back. So, we just, time passed, watch each other's stories, slide up here and there, like heart eyes or what you doing, hey, nothing major at all. Nothing major. Like, literally small talk, days, months, weeks without talking. Like, literally just nothing. And so then one day he had posted his Instagram, and mind you, I do not add people on Instagram. I don't add people on Instagram from Snapchat just because I feel like it's just too much of my time. It's just too much. Like, go on, open up browser. It's just a lot. But I skipped it. I was like, okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So then I was like, no, I immediately went back and followed his Instagram. And when I tell you, he immediately followed me back, it wasn't a little 1-2 second. It was like, oh, follow back. I was like, oh, what? You follow me back? So he followed me back, and I went through his highlights, and I was like, oh, this man is fine. Mind you, I didn't see much of him on Snap, but like on Instagram, he had highlights. So I went to his highlight. I was like, oh, hell, yes. So I ended up sliding up, putting heart eyes or whatever, and he literally texted me back instantly right here. You will see that it basically says, oh my God, I watch your YouTube. I just got done watching your YouTube video, and I like your vibe, whatever. He said something. You guys can read it right here. And I was like, thank you, love, very much small talk, very much, oh, how are you, So then later on, we text what you're doing. Hey, how are you? Sent a reel. It was like weird. I'm like, we never talked in our life for real, but now we're having a conversation. And the conversation went days without texting. I text him, he wait days. I text him, he went days. You know, it was a long gap in between the messages. So we was responding to old messages, okay? And then out of nowhere, I think he sent his number to me, or I sent his, I think I said something about your number, and he gave it to me. And we literally went on our message and text nonstop. We was up to, I think, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, texting that whole day. And after that, we just started to text and talk and, you know, just vibe, I guess. I hate saying that, but vibe and talk. So time went past, we talking, we vibing, we whatever. We finally FaceTime. He FaceTime me for the first time while I was at work on my break. Very much shy, but at the same time, I kind of got warmed up to him, you know. And we still, you know, talking. Days went past, we doing the same thing, FaceTime and talking, FaceTime and talking. And then it gets to a point where I don't FaceTime first unless I'm texting you saying you want to FaceTime or something. But just to call you, no. And he was like, one day he was like, why don't you just call me instead of asking, like, what am I doing? Or I ask you want to FaceTime. I'm like, well, I don't do that. I'm not gonna call you and get ignored. So after that day though, girl, if I were to call him, oh, I just call. If he called me, he's just like, it's just like, okay, we're just calling now. Okay, we're just calling. And mind you, he's long distance, so at this point, we're vibing, we're getting to know each other, we're talking a lot. Like, we're at this point, we getting in, you know, it's us right now. And so FaceTime became all day. Sun up, sun down, sleep on the phone. That's what it became. And in the midst of it, I imagine I was gonna be okay. So I was sharing my screen one day on FaceTime. I don't know why. And he had seen that I had a screenshot of an old dude in my gallery. Mind you, I had way more, but I deleted them because I was like, okay, I'm taking him serious. But I forgot that one. And he seen that it was a person that was 25 in there. And I'm like, oh. And so the vibe changed, everything changed. I'm like, what just happened? And I guess, mind you, he told me his age was 18. 18. And yeah, his age was 18. So when he seen 25, I thought, you feel me? You're 18, you know? And so he seen that and he got a little discouraged, insecure, because I guess he was like, you want older and I'm not even 18 for real, because he's not 18. He lied to me. I didn't find out. Until that day. And it's been like almost a month and we've been talking and stuff. So it's like, okay, we're real good, you know? And so he told me the truth and he was 17. And I was like, I can back out if I want to, because this is not right. But at the same time, it's only 3 years apart. So it's like, it won't hurt. And plus, who wouldn't care? Who's gonna know? Like, it don't matter. If he was younger, I would have stopped. But it was like, our birthday's literally right there. He was 18. Like, you know, it's just like, it's no biggie. So he told me his age, and I can't believe I'm saying this on live. I can't believe I'm saying this on the camera, but I'm being transparent. I'm being real, you know? And so he told me his age, and I was like, that's why you was mad about the 25-year-old in my phone. We weren't even like together, but we was talking very heavy. So, I mean, I guess falling fast for each other or whatever, but it was like keeping it very close and quiet that we was falling. So yeah, he seen that and he went, you know, whatever. So then we got back together and kumbaya and talked about it. And I was like, we set some boundaries or whatever. And this word got serious, like real serious after that day. And he had basically saying like, when I say I love you, this is not, he didn't say I love you, but he just said in general, like in the future, when you say I love you and stuff, make sure you put the I in front of I love you. Keep that in mind, the I before I love you. He said all this. And I'm just like, I ain't tripping. I know how to be a boyfriend. I know how to love somebody. I know how to, even though I never loved somebody or be a boyfriend, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can bring to the table. But in this relationship, I didn't realize what I can bring to the table because I was so fucking stupid. But we'll get there. I know what I can bring to the table, especially now, baby. What? This is why I'm ducking and dodging you niggas now. Okay, yeah. But he had seen that, whatever, we move on. He said the boundaries, whatever. So time moved past. We talking deep and still talking. And then Valentine's Day came up and stuff like that. And we end up doing baskets. And he sent me a basket. I sent him a basket, you know, long distance. So I went through the mail. It was so cute, whatever. And mind you, I bought my ticket to go see him. We weren't even together like officially, but I bought my ticket to see him at the end of January, to see him in April. So yeah, made baskets, and he had ended up asking me to be his boyfriend in the basket, which was so cute because it was in the card. He was on FaceTime with me and said some la 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 la, all that stuff. My basket, I gave him like, we got matching hats. I gave him like boxers, Ethicas, Nike socks, cologne, his favorite candies, and all that stuff. He gave me like this teddy bear with his voice in it, this cup that I wanted, the hat, and a few other things. But yes, he asked me out in the card and it was on FaceTime, and I was like, oh my God, like, I always wanted a boy to ask me out. Like, don't just think we're vibing and we're together. No, you have to ask me out, okay? Like, yeah, I'm your boyfriend, so you're gonna ask me to be your boyfriend. And he did that, because that's something I actually said in the beginning. I was like, no, I'm not, just vibing. So he did that, and at this point, we're saying I love you, but in the beginning, before he said I love you, it was like, he was on FaceTime and he was like, he was in the drive-thru or whatever, and he was on FaceTime and he was like, basically his phone was gonna die and he had me sitting up. He was like, I love you, but I gotta put you down. And I was like, what? And I'm like, he just said I love you, but I didn't say it back. So I'm like, I'm not saying it. And then like, it wasn't like, no, I love you. It was like in a moment. You put me down, I love you though. So I didn't say it back, but then one day he finally said it for real for the first time when I was going to work. And he was like, I love you, da da da. And I was like, oh wait, I love you too. Like, I really do love you, but I'm not telling a man that I love him first. Well, maybe in the future, but right now, like in that moment, and then a little bit right now, I don't feel like I can tell a man I love you first, because I feel like I will feel so stupid if I tell you I love you and you don't say it back. Just call me, I don't know, call me whatever you want to call me, but if you don't say you love me back and I said it, I'm gonna be so devastated. So don't even, like, no, don't even expect it from me unless we like deep in, then I might say it first. But saying it first, no. So time moved past, we're together now officially, and it's March, and the feelings are growing like deeper, because we FaceTime and still every day. We, from January to May, June-ish, we FaceTime from sun up, sundown, daily. Like all day, unless it was work or something else, like daily, all day. And so same routine every day basically. And it's almost getting time for me to see him, and I'm getting anxious, I'm getting irritated, because I'm like, the time is moving slow. It's like, come on now. And I'm going through so much stuff in my mind, through so much stuff in my life. I need a break. I want to feel free. And he was my escape when I was talking to him or, with him. So I'm moving out of town, I'm moving back home. And so at this point, April come around and I'm flying from Texas to South Carolina, because I'm going back home after that. And I've spent a week with this man. For the first time, a week with a man. First time dating a man. First time being with a man. Sex with a partner. Everything was a first with this man. Okay? Which is shocking, because I had first. But this is a first. Okay? And so we finally see each other, and we FaceTime that night before. And it was just so cute. Like, everything about it was just so cute. Like, I was like, oh my God, long distance is not bad. Like, I like this. And so I flew to him, and then his mom knew about me and his siblings because he is younger than me. So I was staying at his house for that week. We could have done an Airbnb, which was the plan to go to Myrtle Beach for the day or two to do an Airbnb, but stuff happened. So, I stayed at his house, and his mom knew about me, age, and everything, and she was fine with it, and loved her now. Like, we literally kind of talk here and there now, but back in, I told her everything, which was a mistake, but we'll get there. Because they drove from South Carolina to Charlotte to come get me, because that's what the airport I flew into. He came with his sisters and his mom, and it was just like so real. Like, and I see him, mind you, this man is like 6'2", 6'3", I'm 5'10", so like I'm looking up to him a little bit, and like I'm like, wow, this man is in person that I see on FaceTime all the time. So like I gave him a big hug, like it was like a good tight hug for both of us, and then like he tried to, we tried to unrelease each other, and I was like, nope, grabbed him back and hugged him even more. But yeah, and then on the drive home, obviously hold hands, whatever, went to sleep, whatever, because like an hour and a half hour drive from where he stayed. And I got there, and it was just like a lot of just emotions, fun times going through it. I was like, wow, you're in front of my face. And so really that whole week we was with each other from 24 hours, sun up, sundown, eating together, sleeping together, everything together. And that's something that's very dangerous, because it's like, you're growing like a week? That's Sunday to Sunday. Like, what? Baby, you might as well move again. But yeah, that was insane. I think my feelings grew too deep after that. But I feel like that's normal. You're with a person 24 hours a day for 7 days straight, doing everything together. You're going, hey, that's your man. You're like, oh, I love this man. I did. And great. That first trip was amazing. I couldn't complain about it. I went home and I was going through it. I'm like, I'm going back home. I didn't cry about leaving him. I cried 2 days before I left, but like it was like a little tear that shed before I left. I was like, damn, I'm really leaving you. Like, I'm really leaving. But leaving, I was cool until I got home and I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be at home. I coming from Texas back to Indiana. What? Crazy. So I'm going through whatever. I did cry because at that point I was like, wait, now I miss him. So I'm crying about that too. And I'm going through so many emotions. And he's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Da, 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 da. You know, like we're going to see each other again. Because our plan was to see each other every 2 to 3 months. So in April, I was going to see him again in June, July. But that's not the case because my birthday was coming up and he literally had texted me, was like, why don't you just come? I'm like, huh? Mind you, I can drive now because it's only 8 hours away. So I was like, what? I'm going on the road. I'm on my way. So I had went back down there like 2 weeks later in April after my birthday. And this is kind of where it got rocky. I will say that because I went down there for like 4 or 5 days, a long time again. And we were supposed to go to Charlotte. We did go to Charlotte to, sightsee. Actually move. I was moving down there. So I was touring an apartment down in Charlotte because that was my plan to actually move down there after a year of us dating. Because I'm like, if my thing with long distance, after a year and some change of dating together, love you, like we're committed, while we're still long distance. Like you moving here, I'm moving there, we doing something. I can't, the distance is too long. Like I can do it, but it's like, okay, we're working towards something to come as one. So that was the plan. So, yeah, I went down there. It was different this time because he was working now. Like, I mean, he was always working, but he took off when I came down for that week. But now he's like, I'm going to work this time. So I went down there, went straight to him to get the key to his house. And I was like, oh, like it was just different. Like the vibe was just so different because like I drove down there this time and we FaceTime the whole time I was down there. Like literally FaceTime from my left home to down there. Everything. Vibe and music. It wasn't a bad drive. I drove 8-9 hours to see this man. Would I do it again for another man? Hell yeah. But for a right one. For the right man. Thank you. For the right man. Yeah, so I drove down there. It was cool. Got the key from him at his job. Went to his house. Waited till he got there. And when he got there back home, it was just vibes. We just chilled, talked, caught up, went to the store, did a little 1-2. And then the next day was when we went to Charlotte. We went to Charlotte early in the morning. We went to the mall. We went to brunch. We went to the tour of the apartment and something else. And this where it got rocky because when we came back, he was washing my car, the inside and outside, and I don't know what told me to go through the man's phone. I don't know what happened, but I got the phone and I went through it. I don't know why. I went through the man's phone. Like, I don't know why. There was no reason. He did not give me no reason not to trust him. But that day, I went through the phone. And I seen a lot of things I didn't want to see. Let's just start off by saying in the phone, my first thing I went to was Snapchat. Mind you, the man, I know he's a fine young man. I know people are texting him. I know I've seen the views he gave. It was like 3,000-4,000 or something. It was something big. The number was good. It was a big number. All the gays are there. But I'm like, okay, I understand you're fine. I understand, like, when I'm on the phone with you got streaks, I hear them, certain things I hear. And I'm not sure. I never, like, question, like, oh, who's blowing your phone? Never. Because he never gave me the reason to. He always showed me somebody texting him. He always, screen record when a person hitting him up. A nigga even followed me or try to text me and say something to me. So, I'm trusting you. I got the password to his phone. My face is in his phone, you know? So he trusted me. I trusted him, you know? So this day, I don't know why, but I went through Snapchat and first thing I see was private story, 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 private story. I'm like, you are on people's private stories? Like, my thing with me, when I'm committed, I'm committed. I deleted people on my phone. I deleted my hidden, and my hidden has stuff from high school of niggas like, what? But deleted my hidden, deleted my eyes only. I left private stories. I left old niggas. Like, I did the whole 9 because I was like, I'm committed. When I'm committed to a person, I'm seeing the future. I want to be with you. I see this potential. I'm working towards, long term, Girl, when I seen the private stories, I was like, heart immediately went to my eyes. I was like, private stories, bro? Private stories. When I send you stuff, you see. So you're in private stories? His excuse was, I don't even be on private story. Like, I don't be on Snapchat enough to see them or anything. You be on Snapchat. Like, don't tell me you don't. You click through stories. You see niggas things. You see. So, it's private stories. I was like, wow, hard to ask. Then, I don't know what told me to go through the phone. So I went through the hidden. I went through the hidden on gallery. Oh! I went to the hidden on gallery. And mind you, on gallery hidden, you cannot use a passcode. You have to use, you can't use a passcode. You have to use your Face ID. And I had my face in his phone. So it was like automatically open. And when I automatically open, heart, ass, and chest. Because when I seen what I saw in the hidden, so many questions. From, are you a verse? Are you a top? Are you a bottom? From, is this you in this one video? From, you're on FaceTime doing the whole 9 with somebody. You have people, pictures and videos sent to you in your phone. And on Good Gallery, you can see the dates of when it was sent to you or when it was saved. I think, no, when it was sent to you, because when it's sent to you, even if you save it and the video say, once you save it, the video can say April 2022. That's when they took it. But these videos said January this, February that, March this, April freaking, the recent one was like April 14th or something like that. And I was like, we've been talking, dating this whole time. It was like 2 pictures that question like, are you bottom first, whatever. But that was like in November, the year before that. So I wasn't tripping. But the one that with your mouth, basically the whole time, this what you was doing. Like, how did you, like, I don't know. Niggas will make time, okay? Niggas will make time to cheat, okay? And I still don't know. Well, I won't be delusional. I won't be like stupid. I don't know if he cheated on me. I don't know. But like, I don't know the truth. I would never know the real truth because it was always covered up in lies. So I seen that. I was like, wow, one video, FaceTime. The other one was pictures. The other man had to let his hand on his leg. He was a passenger seat prince at that point. I was like, oh, this one, are you a bottom, bro? What am I seeing? Am I in a wrong relationship? At that time, I was a bottom. I'm totally different now. Me, boy, but okay, yeah, got off track. Jesus. But, oh wow, I just said that. Whoa. Anyways, I seen that and yeah, I was like, whoa, I left. I had to get up out of the car, go to the car wash. I was like, I'm gonna be right back. Went to the car wash restroom and literally had to make sure I'm seeing this right. So I'm like looking at this point, And mind you, my mind not working to send the videos and stuff to my phone. I should have, but my mind wasn't working that fast, girl. I was so depressed. I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? And so, seen it, whatever, got back to the car. I was like, can we talk before you go to work, whatever. He said, well, I'm like, I'm just talking to you, like, to the house. And so I brought it up to him. And he was being very nonchalant. And I don't really like to deal with men that's nonchalant, that don't show feelings. And mind you, he showed different side this time that I brought it up than when the first time I see him. I always say on FaceTime, he never showed his feelings. He never really showed, you know, he did, but he didn't to a certain extent. But in person, the first time, I felt every emotion. I was like, wow, this man is completely better in person than on FaceTime, but he's still good on FaceTime. But the second time, I was just like, I seen a different side. I was like, when I brought it to his attention, he gave nonchalant. It gave like, okay, I don't care. Because it was like, what do you want me to do? Like, this stuff is old. That was his excuse. This stuff is old. I brought it back up, like I saved it back to my phone because the person has stuff on me and want to expose me. But I'm like, the person, these are multiple different people. This is not just one person. But I'm gonna play dumb. And I was like, okay, but like, you know, I'm really playing dumb, but like my mind is clicking. The days are not adding up. These are different men. What you gotta say? What? And so he's been nothing much like, he's like, if you really don't believe me, then I don't know what to say. Like, you can, you know, go back home if you want to. Like, it's all up to you. I'm like, I'm not going back home. I drove 8-9 hours yesterday. I'm staying here until my time is up to leave. Go back home. Okay. And so it's just lies. And I'm like, but I'm not believing him, but I'm letting him know, okay, whatever. I'm believing you, whatever, in your eyes. But I never believed him, which is sad. But I'm not a dumb bitch. I'm not about to be a dumb bitch. I'm not about to be a dumb bitch. So we talked about that. Didn't talk after that. He was irritated. I was irritated. Went back. He had to go to work. So I ended up going in the house. He ended up going in the house, changing, not saying anything. We didn't talk, nothing. And before he left, I left right with him, but not his car. I drove my own car. And I was driving around. When I'm mad or something, I drive around to get my mind off it, music and stuff. I started to shed a tear, but I didn't really cry. And I was like, no, I'm about to talk to this nigga. So on his way to work, had like 5 more minutes while he was in the car. And I literally FaceTimed him. I was like, we need to, like, something ain't right. Like, we need to talk about, like, are you good? Like, what's, you know, trying to get to the bottom of it. But it was nothing. It was, he got a little better with communication at that time, but it was still the same shit. It didn't go nowhere. So mind y'all, like I told y'all, I seen one video on there of a person doing something, and I was like, I'm thinking it's him because it's the same skin tone, it's everything. It looked like it could be him. And I'm like, sorry, you a bottom, bro. I'm disgusted because I'm like, I'm a bottom. What are we doing here? And so that night, I end up asking him a question as in, would you ever bottom, you know, when you're in a relationship? Because I think compromising in a relationship is good. Like, if you're a bottom, try. If you're top, try, you know? Try it out. And so I asked him, he was like, why you ask that? Like, he was like, you know, what are you talking about? And I'm like, would you? Like, if I wanted to, would you? He was like, I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, yeah, if you wanted to. But I'm like, but you're like, really? And so, yeah, that night, I tried. I'm thankful I'm trying, because, bitch, thankful because now I'm like, Georgia! Like, now I'm good. Like, I love it. Like, I'm both. If you want me to be in, I'll be that. If you want me to be in, I'll be that. Like, I love it both. I get the best of both worlds. But do I have a preference? Like, what do I prefer? Yes, but it's okay. I like to do both. That's what got me there now. Like, that situation is who I am now because of that. And it really didn't give me no closure if it was him or not. But I went through that room to try to find what it was that he was doing it with, and I was like, I couldn't find it. But you never know where it could be. So time would pass, mind you, we still, that's in my mind, the pictures and videos, and that's what that was on my mind the whole time I was there. And I didn't want it to be, but it was. But here we are the next day, and he went to work. We didn't talk that morning or whatever. But then, no, we did talk. We were actually on good terms after we did what we did that night. The next day we talked, whatever, good morning, kiss, mwah, whatever. He went to work, he came back. It was time for us to go do something else to my car. And we was in good terms, girl. I was talking to him, we out work, everything. Until all of a sudden, we switched cars. And he had 2 phones, I had 2 phones. My other one is what I'm watching myself on the TV. So if I keep looking over there, my bad. I'm trying to get used to looking right here. But my phone is right here, and then my other phone is right here. This phone is on, that phone is off, that don't have nothing. That phone is literally cracked up, XR, done for. We have 2 phones. He had 2 phones, I had 2 phones. And with the other phone he don't really use, but was in the back seat of the car when I was in the car. And mind you, my mind is still going. I'm just like, ding, he have another phone, bitch. So I went to the back and got that phone while we was driving, and I'm like this, driving. Just driving and scrolling, and driving and scrolling. So yeah, driving and scrolling, and I'm going through messages now. I didn't go through messages the last time. I went through the messages, and I'm like looking, trying to figure out who, just looking. And this one name looked so familiar. Because let's rewind a little bit. I didn't tell you this, but in the beginning, not the beginning, but like when we was talking, dating, when we was together, we was on FaceTime, and we was texting, and he was still up at a certain time. I'm like, why are you up? And he was like, I'm just waiting for my friend to respond. I'm like, waiting for a friend to respond is crazy. And you're up waiting for a response. It's insane. But I wasn't thinking like that, but like now I'm like, that's insane. But I was like, oh, okay, who? He was like his friend, his friend that's in track or whatever. And he was telling him he had to meet in Charlotte. He wanted him to come and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, why don't you go see him? Like, go to his track meet. He was like, no, I'm be with my man. I said, well, we can go. He was like, no, because like, he going to be with friends. I said, oh, okay, well, shit, I ain't tripping. I ain't pressing it. If you ain't going to go, you ain't going to go. But I'm telling you, you can go. Like, go see your friend, do track. I'm thinking it's a regular friend. I'm thinking, it's a friend that he know, like a good friend, And I'm thinking, like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, did he live here? He moved away? Or did he move, like, he was always been away and you just met him? Come to find out in the messages, that's the crazy thing. I looked him up, the boy name. Well, I didn't look him up. I went to my ex followers, typed in track, and the boy name popped up like immediately. And I knew it was him because it was like like the track team that he was on. He said he was from Rhode Island. It was something up there. And it was like everything matched. I was like, I know who this him. So I was just looking for the friend. And then fast forward to now, I'm looking at his phone, the messages, the name matches up. Oh, click, look through the phone. So I went through the messages and I'm just seeing the messages. And the message said, from my ex to him was like, why you block me on Snapchat? It's always that damn Snapchat. He was like, why you block me on Snapchat? And the boy was like, I don't want to see you post that nigga, which is me. I'm the nigga. And he was like, I don't even post him. So you won't even be able to see him. Mind you, I posted him more than he posted. He never posted me. He posted me once, and it was in he posted me once, and it was in a video with his sister. He was like, I love y'all. I could be anybody, your friend, cousin, whatever. I posted him, but without his face. I never posted his face unless she was on my private spam. My spam was private, so selected people seen it on my spam. But on my main, you never seen his face. You probably seen a hand. You probably seen like my hand or something covering his face. You never seen his face on the main. Yeah, I posted him, but he didn't post me. End of the story. I don't care if it's a face or no face. So the guy was like, I don't want to see you post that nigga. He was like, I don't even post him. And his excuse for not posting was because his family doesn't know he's gay. His family doesn't know that he is fully, you feel me, except his mom and his sisters and his, that knows. But his other family, grandma or dad, whatever, wasn't going to accept him. Like, okay, well, we're grown. I don't give a fuck. Like, I understand, but you're dating me. Like, if we were out together holding hands and they see you, what's going to happen? Like, let's be for real. And the situation is, let's hold that. His family don't want him to see him because he out on social media. His cousins and stuff don't want to see him because he on social media. Hold that into your mind. Okay, hold that into your mind. Let's move forward. Well, I don't post him and you had your time, like your chance with me, you messed up. He was like, I know, I love you, I was trying to do that. I was like, oh, this is what's weird. This what's going on. So y'all was like something, like was y'all long distance and he never got he never applied that pressure to come see you, or what, did he live here and then he moved away? Like, I don't know what's the distance. I don't know. I'm thinking that he's long distance the whole time and y'all just messing around, videos, pictures, FaceTime and love each other, whatever, but he never seen you in person. But yeah, they was just talking down and I'm like, if you didn't know that he blocked you, like if y'all wasn't talking, how would you know that he blocked you? Because y'all was talking the whole time I was talking. You had streaks with him. I don't give a fuck. You literally was talking to a person, streaking them, a person that you messed with. It could have been news in there. It could have been anything in there because you knew that he blocked you out of nowhere. So yeah, you had to be talking to him more. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is the dude. This is the dude. Y'all was something. So fast forward, I brought it to his attention after we got together. I was like, come outside. I need to talk to you. Because I was outside already. Like, I told y'all, nature is my place. I need to go. Nature is my place to go and think and just get my life together. So I told him to come outside, and he did just that. And this is the time where I was like, so I went to your phone. Mind you, I'm telling him that I'm bringing it up right now that I went through his phone and I seen the messages. But if you want to be honest, I didn't see the messages until the next day. But he think I seen it while I was looking at the private story and the hidden. No, I seen it the next day. I went through the other phone. He told me, why are you bringing it up right now if you seen it yesterday? I'm like, because it's been on my mind all day while you was at work, And so I brought it up, and he's just like sitting there, not saying shit. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. Me personally, it was dumb, but I was being for real. Like, I'm a lover. I want to see, everything is not perfect. And he always said that I want him to be perfect or this to be perfect. I'm like, if I wanted this to be perfect or you to be perfect, I would have been left. I would have been left. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. So if you thought I wanted this to be perfect or I want this, why did I stay? No, because I loved you. I liked you a lot. So it was no perfect in it, no perfection, So that's what's his excuse. I want to be everything to be perfect, and that he was just sitting there looking dumb, and he was basically like saying like, why are you even caring about it? It's not even a big deal. Like, that stuff is old, and like he's not even here. Like, there's not, like, just trying to gaslight the situation, just trying to like make it seem like it's not a big deal. And I'm like, yes, it is. You're talking to a whole other man while I am your man. Make it make sense, boy. And so it just wasn't making sense. It wasn't at all. So time went past, and I'm like, you know what? I'm giving you the chance. Like, tell me the truth. Let me know if this is, like, have you cheated? Like, if all this stuff, is it real? Like, is this now? Like, let me know. And we can move forward if you tell me the truth. I'm not going to leave. I literally said, I'm not going to leave. I want you to tell me the truth. We can work forward. And it was still the same lies. And I'm like, lies? I just told you I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. I want to work this out. Let's figure it out. And you still lying. Lied to lied. And after that, I just gave up. I was okay, whatever. I sucked it up and just shut my fucking mouth and literally went on my day. We fought it out, wrestled whatever in the field. And after that, we went out to eat. Had a great night after that. Just as delusional. We had a great night after that. We went out to eat. We went to this park, worked this trail. We did a lot that night. And out of nowhere, that same night, nope, that was a different night. But that night was good. Came back home, got Izzy. And yeah, it was a good night. The next day was a good day, whatever. We actually didn't talk that day. No, we did talk that day. We talked this day. We then went to this arcade, went to this place, golf and stuff like that with his sister. Great day again. At nighttime, amazing. We rolled around, listened to music, windows down, having fun. And at the nighttime, it was like his battery shut down out of nowhere. And he said his battery shut down after the fact. But me, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, he just stopped talking to me. Stopped jamming. Everything just went weird. And I'm like, oh, bitch, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? And so we driving. We ain't talking. I'm looking at the window like, what did I just do? What did I say? Like, what the vibe just switched. Is it my fault? I'm blaming myself the whole time, which I am not blaming myself for no nigga. No more. I'm like, did I just do something? I'm looking at the window like irritated. So the whole time there, no talking. We got to the house. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, why? Like, you just shut down. Like, what the hell wrong with you? He's like, my battery died. Like, I just want to stop talking. He was like, I was like, hey, why you didn't say that? He was like, but you're trying to figure me out, so I didn't say anything. So once you figure me out, it's like, because I did say, I said, let me figure, I want to figure you out. I want to see like how you are in person. I want to figure you out the more we with each other. And I admit, that's what I was meaning. But like, certain things you say, this is not a time where I need to figure you out. I'm trying to see what the fuck wrong with you right now. Tell me, out your mouth, what's wrong with you? He was like, no, you trying to figure me out, so you figure me out. So there, I'm like, okay, whatever. This nigga is nonchalant. It's pissing me off. Like, I'm getting irritated. Pissing me off. So that night, I went to his mom's room, and I was talking to her, And while he's mad or whatever, he's in that room cleaning up, folding my stuff up, putting it neat, just mad, whatever, not want to talk. I'm in the room with his mom talking to her, and I was just talking. And mind you, I told this woman everything. I told this woman everything about the relationship. And the reason why I told her everything because I felt like if I told my mama, she don't want to see me hurt. If I told mama some stuff, I don't need to her. Girl, I'm grown. And then his mom was the only one that was open. She just was there for me to talk to her. So yeah, I did. We got there, I talked to her. I asked her a few questions. I was like, about this dude and this other dude. She was like, yeah, I know this one dude, but like they was nothing. He was straight, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, this other dude. She's like, I never heard of him. And then a lot of stuff, he lied a lot. He lied about where he's from. He lied about running track in high school. He lied about his age. He lied about a lot. And I'm like, wow. And I didn't find out until his mom told me a few things. Like, she was like, yeah, he tried out, but he didn't make it. Like, I mean, like, I feel like she said, I feel like he saved or try to make, try to put up this thing so people can like him or whatever. I'm like, but with me, you don't have to fake it or say certain shit to make me like you. I like you for a reason. You don't have to lie and say this, lie and say that. I'm gonna like you regardless. If you from motherfucking Timbuktu, I might like you, If you from wherever you are from, I might like you. He lied and told me he was from New York. And he moved to South Carolina when he was a young one, like very young. And I didn't hear no accent, but that's okay. I didn't hear no country accent from him either, from South Carolina. Because I just feel like he was moved from New York at a young age of South Carolina, and he don't have an accent. And he was like, it all is intentional with me. Like when you say you're from New York, that's why I got the New York matching hats. If you would have said you're from South Carolina, I would have got a fucking South Carolina hat that matches. My shit is always thoughtful. I'm going to always be thoughtful about a hat, a situation, anything that I'm going to be thoughtful about the gift. And that was, I felt hurt. I'm like, I done bought these hats, and this idea of this, it's not just a hat to me. I actually put thought into it. You're not even from here. You're not even from here. And then you're 17, you're not 18. You never ran track. What are you lying about? So at this point, I can't trust anything you say about this situation I just found out because you lied about everything else. Literally. And I literally, with his mom, I told her about this stuff I seen in his phone. And to the point that she kind of helped me but didn't help me. Like, she ended up going to her gallery and going all the way up to something, an old picture. And she ended up sending her something like that. We seen the date, see if the date, changed or something. And plain and simple, it didn't. Like, my point was proven with the stuff. You're lying to me. Like, you're lying. Your mom just helped me prove my point without you even knowing. So he's in the room, whatever. I went in there and he's laying down now. And I'm like, okay, why you didn't tell me that you was, want me to come back in here? He's like, why did I have to tell you just come back in here? I'm like, you still hostile. Your vibe is still off. And so I went to the living room, chilled, got my cover, whatever. And I'm irritated. I'm really irritated the whole night. So I'm like, give me my keys. He's like, why are you about to leave? Like, why are you getting your keys for? I'm like, he's like, why don't you just come lay down? Like, irritated. I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave. He wouldn't get my keys. I didn't know where my keys at. So I didn't lay down. I didn't lay down in the bed. And yeah, we went to sleep separately. I turned towards the window. I mean, to the wall. He turned towards the TV. Separate. That's how the night went. And then the next day, we didn't talk that morning. Me and his mom went somewhere to go get some groceries or whatever. My last day, I think. I think it was my last day. We didn't talk for a long time. It was weird that last day. But he went to work, and I guess he was feeling all the emotion. Oh, and that night actually, before he had went to work, and I guess he was feeling the emotions of me about to leave and the stuff that I've seen and all of that. So like he came home, we was texting, he was like, you want to go here and get something, and we want to get off work and just drive around and talk. And so that's what we did. And when he got home, we got to the car, we went to get some stuff, held my hand the whole time. And I'm talking about like all this stuff, and he's basically agreeing. He's talking about stuff. He's like, so are you ready to move down here and stuff like that? I'm like, I'm really dumb. I'm really a dumb bitch thinking about this. And he was like, are you ready to move? Like, are you ready to actually, like, I love you type. Like, just saying a lot of shit. And I'm like, okay, maybe he really do. I mean, he went through it, but like he's understanding that I don't care. Like, just tell me the truth. But you're gonna tell me the truth. But that didn't happen. We just vibing, and we went home, and we just sitting there talking, eating ice cream and stuff, just having fun for my last night. And this is the night that like we fucked down. We took a shower together for the first time. I washed his hair. He had some long locks, so I went to play his hair. Wash his hair, wash my hair, wash his back, wash his mouth. You know, just a couple things in the bathroom. Then that led to something more, you know, intimate, and yeah. And I always said that the sex with him was good. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was. I was like, he was top one. He was number one. Best I ever had. Things that, you know, just greatness. But now he's not. Oh, baby, I done had fun since then. But yeah, after we did the thing, he was like, I was like, oh yeah, whatever, that was good. He was like, I'm glad it was good because I don't know when you're gonna get it again. And my head, it went automatically negative because I'm like, what you meant not see it again? Like, are you saying after this we done? But in his mind, he like, we're long distance, so why I just say that? Really, I mean this, but like, you know. He's like, no, I mean, like, you probably won't see it, you know, have it again until June or July. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm like, no, bitch, something ain't right. That rubbed me the wrong way. But I was still cool. I'm just playing chill. I'm over it. I'm over the argument. I'm over just the whole trip. The last time, we literally was just going at it. I'm over it. And so we literally laid down after that, went to sleep, cuddled the whole time. He was under me, like literally under me. And mind you, we do not cuddle at night because it's too hot for all that. But he was just under me, cuddling me. And the last 2 nights he did that. And I was like, get the fuck off me. But I loved it, but like, damn, like, you don't usually do this. You either guilty or something ain't right. So that's what he did. And that day, it was time for us to leave. And I literally cried for at least 2 hours of that car ride. Gospel music playing, I would cry the whole time. Because I felt like, I posted a video on Snapchat, on YouTube, like a montage about like me leaving and stuff. But the whole thing was, it wasn't about me leaving. It was about, I thought this was the end of me seeing him. I thought after this, well, I knew, I haven't seen him since that day. I was like, this is my last time seeing this man. And I felt it. I knew in my mind that this was my last time going to see him. And that's exactly my last time seeing that man, which is so ironic. I felt it. Even though we were still together, but we were still together, but I knew that was my last time seeing him, which is so crazy. Drove home, whatever. I'm so mad, so depressed, whatever, like crying. I'm like, damn, this is my last time. I know. And so time has went past. We still, he didn't FaceTime me or talk to me that whole time I was driving. First time he driving there, he FaceTimed me the whole time. There, he didn't text me or drive, nothing. His mom texted me. It was like, how are you driving? He didn't say anything to me. That's how I knew. I was like, damn, this is really done. And we broke up a week after a week after I left. Crazy. Got home. I'm just sad. And he had ended up, I'm like, you know, texting him, whatever. I'm like, at this point, I'm insecure. At this point, I feel like I have to be on his ass. I feel like I have to literally be checking on him every minute, like, you know, just to see where he's at. And I feel like he got overwhelmed with that. I feel like he was like, you're pushing me away. And I'm like, what? Got up so fast, called him. He was like, I'm just saying, you're pushing me away because of the way you're acting. He projected his shit on me. On me. And I feel like the vibe of us changed once I came back home because he didn't see me no more every day. I feel like once I left, he was like, okay, this isn't gonna work. He found out what I was doing. I have to find a way out. But in the midst of it all, I opened up to him when I got back home on why I'm the way I am, about my situations in the past and how I wanted to work through this. And in the same sentence, he literally was like, well, I don't want to, you know, well, I'm not them. So don't think like that. We're going to be cool. We're going to get this together and stuff like that. Time went past. He's still saying the same thing. So then one day we got in a disagreement because his friend was like, oh, you got 2 phones? I was like, yeah, but I don't be on it like that. But like your other friend got one too, you know? And she was like, yeah, I know what they say about the other phones. I was like, yeah, hung up on me. He felt the type of way. He hung up on me. He said some shit he shouldn't have said. I said some shit I shouldn't have said. I did throw a little jab. Like, that was a jab. Like, you ask your friend about what he do on that phone, which is crazy. My mouth is slick. and I say stuff. I'm shady, but without knowing. And people told me that. Friends told me, you're a shady bitch without knowing. I don't be knowing. I just say what I want to say, and that's that. But he was like, "F you, like, why would you say that? Like, you gonna hold it over my head, then why be with me?" He was like, I'm an overthinker, so I overthink a lot of stuff. And he was like, "You need to go find your thoughts." And I'm like, that's the worst thing you could say to me at this moment, because I'm already depressed. You telling me to go find my thoughts when I'm overthinking? That's insane. Go find my thoughts. Like, that literally pushed me. I'm like, oh, go find my thoughts. I was so devastated. I'm like, damn, that's how you feel. And we didn't talk that whole day. It was like, I feel like I always apologize and own up to my shit, but you don't. He's like, if you feel that type of way, then why be with me? Like, he kept saying shit like that. Like, why be with me if you don't trust me? Why be with me if you... I'm like, that's not how a relationship works. Like, I'm sitting here like thinking like, oh, this ain't right. This ain't right. And so later that night, he sent a big paragraph. I posted right here. Basically saying, I want to close this door on us. I love you. I understand. Like, I'm glad you opened up to me, and this, that, and the other. And I know we're going through this, but we're going to make it out. You know, I really see something, you know. At this point, I'm hung on by a thread, because that was one day. And then the next day, it was a whole switcheroo. Like, it was to the point where he was like, I just feel like I need a break. I need to, like, 2 days to myself and just talk to myself and, you know, get myself together. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I give you your space. And I did that. But in the midst of it, I knew it was done, because we didn't talk. Nothing. I checked in, he got irritated. Nothing. To the point I went to the park, I walked, I tried to get my mind off of it, and nothing helped. Nothing helped. I left work early. Nothing helped, because I knew it was there. Like, my mind, my intuition, I know. And I remember this one time I was at the movies. The day he broke with me, I was at the movies. And no, when he said that, I called his mom. I was like, I was talking to her. Like, bro, like, something ain't right. Like, in my mind, I know I need a break. I know we need to break. Like, you know, have separate for like a couple of days, like maybe a month or whatever. But I didn't take the initiative. Like, she said, she was like, I think I need a break. I knew I needed a break from him, but I don't like breaks, because I feel like a break is when you're still together, still loyal, but I just need time away from each other. But people these days take breaks and cheat. People take breaks and be like, okay, fuck it, we ain't together. Oh, let me go fuck on this. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to break, because I feel like it's not going to be anything. Like, the break going to literally be him fucking other people. And he even said that, he like, you feel like a break is like when I'm messing with people. Yeah, because you said it. You literally just admitted it. I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. And so time went past, we didn't talk. I left work early. I went to the movies this one night, and to see Challengers, I left 30 minutes in. Went to the bathroom right here. Started crying. And I'm driving back home that night, and he had texted me, was like, can we FaceTime after I work? Girl, he wants to FaceTime me. Broke up with me, sister. Broke up with me. He was like, I love you, you know, but like, I just feel like his excuse was, I feel like I got so much going on. I have to balance this and this. And I'm just like, no, you got caught. So that's why you're ready to go, because you don't know how to keep this up anymore. Because my mind is thinking and on your ass, boy. So, yeah, he broke up with me. And that night, I was just crying on the phone with him. And then when he broke up with me, I had said something as in, like, as a joke, but being for real, like, so you won't stop sharing your location with me? Because I shared my location with friends. He was like, hell yeah, he said, hell yeah, you're not my nigga no more. I was like, oh. You couldn't wait to say that line. And I feel like that breakup it was like a joke to him. That breakup was a joke to him. After that breakup, I called my friends. He was like, no, let me join the phone. Let me join the call, because my friends loved him. They never heard me say anything bad about him or anything. So he joined the phone call, and I was like, y'all, he just broke up with me. Like, and they was like, oh my God, nah, nah, nah. And that's his fault. He wanted to be on the call with my friends. So you feel away because my friends said what they said, and I said what I said. That's your fault. You was on my call with my friends. So it got messy after that. After that, he must have ate my phone up. After I hang up, he was like, you really messy for that, weird for that, such and such. It was just so much like weirdness. And I'm like, how are you mad at me because you broke up with me? Make it make sense. And I'm telling my homegirls what happened. No, now you think I'm messy. No. So that night, I'm ready to go to the phone. I'm ready to fight him. Because at this point, now you saying your friend was right about me in our situation, and I'm asking you what did she say, and you're not telling me what this woman said. Now I want to fight. So I'm on the phone yelling at this one. He was like, calm down, yelling at me. I'm like, because you got me tight. Like, you really got me tight. And you talking about some, why am I yelling at you? Why should I care? Because y'all talking about me behind my back. Like, make it make sense. I feel like he manipulated me in a lot of times, because I remember just one time we was going through our situation when I came back home. I was at work, and I had called him on my break, and he didn't answer. I called him like 3 times. I text him, no answer. And then he gonna call me back on my break and was like, everything was cool. It was like the vibe was weird. We didn't talk on the phone or anything like that. So I said, I'll call you back later. And I'm texting, I was like, so why didn't you answer? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, we was just on the phone. So yes, I did answer. I'm like, you call me back after 3-4 times. Girl, he must have put that phone on D&D. Mind you, he never put his phone on D&D. Out of the whole time we've been FaceTiming, talking, texting, everything, never D&D. But that night you put on D&D, she was like, fuck you at this point. That was a fuck you in my face with D&D. He was like, you mad at me for putting my phone on D&D when I always put my phone on D&D because I have to get my sister up in the morning. So it automatically go on at a certain time, which is a lie, because I've been talking to you for such and such months, and your phone never been on D&D during a week. Never. Manipulation. Literally lied to me. Okay? Lied. Again. So we broke up, and I was tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep at night, to the point the next day, well, not even 5 to 6 hours. I think it was 5 to 6 hours. He broke up with me after that. I couldn't sleep that night. A nigga texted me and was like, what you doing? That I used to mess with. And I went. And it was sad to say, but that was the worst that was the worst text I had from him, where I went back to. And I left, and I felt bad for doing it. So I'm like, maybe we, could be together. No. I felt bad after doing it when I shouldn't have, but I did. And that same day, I went to my friend's graduation, because she graduated college, and I was literally tearing up in the graduation, because I was like, first off, I'm like, these people are graduating, like, they have a career. And then me, I'm thinking like, I don't have a boyfriend no more. And on the other hand, I just had sex with a nigga that's like, it was just so bad. So those 3 things, I'm like, wow. So I'm literally, after the graduation, drove home, like it was an hour away, crying. Call my mom at this point, so let her know, like, he broke up with me, She's like, no, it's gonna be okay. Maybe y'all, just come back together. She's having hope. I'm like, no, girl, we're done. We're done. And so I'm crying. I said, this is my first time ever, like, a heartbreak. Mom, no. Like, that's crazy. Crying on the phone with her. I was like, I'm over this shit. And so then I got home, whatever. Mind you, I was home by myself that whole weekend. When he worked with me, I was home by myself. So like, I was depressed, crying down. Went to work, left work early multiple times, came home, hugged my mama. I was not wanting to eat, not wanting to talk to nobody. I was done. And we had not talked since, I think, October, about baddies, for real. And that's fine. It's now April, almost May, and almost a year since we've been broken up. I think I fully healed and don't give a fuck about that situation or anything since, I say, December. I say December is when I finally was like, oh, bitch, get up. And I think I've been great ever since. I don't think about him. I don't check his Instagram. I used to do that really bad in the beginning. I used to want to text him. It felt weird. It was a routine on FaceTime all the time, texting every time. Like it was weird not doing that anymore. I'm checking his Instagram. I'm trying to see, is he okay? Is he gonna post another nigga? I think my insecurities was high in that situation. My insecurity was so high. I was like, I pulled a fine nigga, and now I don't have it anymore. So now I feel like I will never have a nigga. I'm a person that always think once I have a hold of somebody or something, I have to keep it so close, because in my community, it's like, if you don't keep that nigga, it's gonna be a long time for you to get another one. Maybe you'll be lucky if you have another one. So I try to keep it so close and try to be, like, that's mine. Like, I'm going to try to keep it. And that's what I'm trying to do. And it still left me. So in this situation, I haven't talked to him since this October. Haven't checked his Instagram since, I haven't checked his Instagram since Valentine's Day, only because he had posted a girl and his girlfriend. I don't know if they're together still or anything, but he posted a girl. I was like, wow, you had a girlfriend? And it didn't hurt me. I didn't feel anything because it was a girl. Maybe, if it was a boy, maybe I would have felt it. Maybe I wouldn't. But I was like, oh, he went from a bad bitch to another bad bitch. That's how I look at it. I was like, oh, she's cute, period. Clock that T, she's eating. But I don't check his Instagram. I don't text him. I don't do anything. We still follow each other on Facebook and TikTok. No Instagram, no Snapchat. He commented on my TikTok before, watched my TikTok, like my TikTok. It depends on how he feel. I really don't care. I really don't give a fuck no more. I'm happy with myself. And whoever wants to be my man again, whoever wants to be my man, the door is open. The door is open. Long distance was an adventure. I would do it again. I would do a long distance again 10 times. But this time it would have to be with the right person. Know what they want. Communication is key. You have to literally be an adult about the situation. You literally have to know what you want. What I mean, know what you want. Know what you want me. Know that you want me. Know that you want me. Know that you want marriage. Know that you want kids. Know what you want to do with me. And if it's long distance, I could do long distance again. And I will do it again. I'm kind of trying to do it again. In a situation doing it again. It don't matter. I'm doing something again, okay? And I would do all this again. I'm single now. My first boyfriend was an adventure. It was fun. I learned a lot from the situation. I learned myself. I learned that I'm not a bottom anymore. I learned my community more. I seen my community more in this situation. I looked at myself, inner self, and loved on me more. After the breakup, like I look at myself in the mirror through all the flaws, everything, like, dang, you're really a handsome man. No haircut. I look at myself looking great, no matter what. I lost weight. I'm just doing much better for myself. And I feel like if I was still in that, I feel like I would have done the stuff I did, but it would take longer. It probably would have not even started by then, but it would have took longer, you know? I would have moved across this country to be closer to a man, thinking that if I move closer, it might be different. That's the dumbest thing I ever thought. Do long distance. I give courage. Do long distance. Don't think it's scary. Long distance isn't bad. I like long distance. I don't think I would date somebody in the same state as me unless it's somewhere different than Indiana. I don't think my person is here. I feel like it's out there. And I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing everything I can do to see if it's my person. And I'm not going to say I'm going to keep dating deep. No. Because I feel like I don't see how people have so many exes because my feelings are too sacred. My feelings are too fragile. I cannot go through heartbreak more than 2-3 times. And that's scary to see even 2-3 times. But long distance was fun with me. It was very short timing. But I wish him nothing but the best. I wish his family nothing but the best. I'm doing good, okay? But that is this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the end of the long distance, short timing episode. Episode 2, guys. I'm excited. Okay, guys. But until next time, bye.